So hi everyone and welcome to my review of my 100 days project. So for my 100 days project this year I did 100 days of found poems, and for my source material I used the novel Cranford. You can see all of the images together in their own gallery, and you can click through on the description to the link there, and you can also check it out on the blog post that I will link to as well in the description box. So these poems are 51 through to 60, so the next set of 10, and for this poem here I used an image transfer against the background, which is some jelly printed tissue papers and some acrylic paint, and then I blacked out some of the circles here and used my Liquitex marker here, and I have my poems going down here. On the other side here I use this little magazine image of this little boy and little girl. They were really cute, so I highlighted them, and I have some different layers of jelly printed paper, some washi tape, this paint marker here is the Liquitex marker again, and I also have some Japanese newspaper running down the bottom here for this one. This one here is an image from a book that I had, so I took it out and I really didn't think that it needed much more to it, so I popped just the found poem on there. And then on the back here I've covered this with black gesso, and this is an image from a magazine, and I have my found poem here and just various scraps of paper that I had left over, some washi tape, and this is a really old rub-on just going along the bottom here. This one here is probably one of my favourite ones. I've been to India a number of times and I bought back these postcards the last time we were there. These are vintage pictures of Mumbai or Bombay, and in the book it just so happened that there was a part about someone who travelled to India, and I found this just randomly on the page that I took out, so it was complete serendipity. So the poem reads, "Have you been in India? A passage home I went along down to Calcutta." So I thought that was perfect to fit in with my Indian postcard there. And on the back I have a blackout poem here, so I've just highlighted the words that I want to keep and I've blacked out the rest of them with a black marker. So for this one here I have got this kind of vintage illustration of a rose, and it has some glitter on the front of it here, if you can see that in the camera. I'm not sure how well that's picking it out. So these are Victorian scraps, they're called. I get them somewhere local here, and they come in kind of a sheet and they're all joined together. So I cut the flower out, and then the background is kind of a painted and stenciled background that I had made a while ago of paper, so I just cut that up and used that here. And this is just some scraps of scrapbooking paper and some gold washi tape as well. On the back here, this is a stamp that my very good friend Sherry sent to me, so it's just perfect with the skulls as the background. And I have a piece of paper from Robin Marie Smith. This is one of her art pops, and I have my poem down the bottom here. And this image here I really love. This is from a magazine, and this image here I didn't do anything to. I just added in my found poem along the bottom because it really is said enough for itself. And on the back here I have got again some painted papers, and I just kind of added in some loose white circles just to break it up a bit. I have stamped down here, this is again by Robin Marie Smith, and I have my found poem down here with some washi tape and some collage papers by Robin Marie Smith again, and more washi tape here. So thank you very much for watching poems 51 through 60, and I will see you again next time. Thank you.